everyone, and welcome back to another Storytime video. And today, I am going to talk about New Year's resolutions, since it is January 5th. And by the way, well, sorry about that. And by the way, I hope you guys have been able to keep up your New Year's resolutions. You know, because the concept of them is really bizarre to me. Like, some people, now, I'm not categorizing all people, but there are some people that just make a New Year's resolution on January 1st, and then by January 8th, it's gone. Even if that resolution is something that can improve them. And by the way, I'm going to share... There's 4 New Year's resolutions that... Sorry. There's 4 New Year's resolutions that I want to do. And 2 of them I'm going to talk about, but 2 of them I'd rather keep private. But I'm still going to bring up the fact that I do have 4 that I want to do. Now, the first one that I'm going to bring up, and that is definitely going to happen, is that I am going to work on improving my diet this year. Because typically for... And this will also help me save up more money and save more money. Because typically when I'm at work, I will order stuff for lunch. Now, typically... Well, I work night shift at my job, so... I mean, that's kinda not an excuse, but, you know, it makes things slightly trickier. In my opinion, anyway, in terms of lunch and all that. But, regardless... I'm so sorry. But typically, I'll, order Burger King or Sonic or Bojangles and stuff like that, and about half the time I will have it delivered to where I work. Now, I'm going to try to really cut that out and eat more healthy food at when I have lunch at work. Like, I'm gonna try to bring in my own stuff, like bread, sandwich meat, lettuce, you know, carrots, or, you know, a nice little side vegetable or fruit like celery, or a pear, or a banana, you know, something like that. Something that just tastes great and it costs less. Especially for the times in which I order DoorDash to where I work. That will definitely cut down on a lot of my cost and allow me to save up a lot of money. Or allow me to save a lot of money with that. And also, I don't have the most consistent work schedule. So, I never really attempted this, but what I'm going to try to do is that I am going to try to work out. Is that I'm going to try to work out, and I'm going to try to go to the gym. And that will go one and the same in trying to improve my diet as well. Because I don't currently work out. When I was in college, I did work out, but because I had a consistent schedule and I was able to really do that. But since I've gotten into the IT field, I just haven't really been able to have a set schedule, partly because I work in the automotive industry. But also, you know, in my opinion, when you decide to work out, you know, 3-4 days a week, or more or less, but I would work out 3 or 4 days a week. And so you basically go, okay. You basically go, okay, well, I'm gonna have this consistent time, or these consistent times on these days, and it's just gonna be very consistent, so that it's a lot harder for you to miss, and you're able to go more into a groove. Because if you plan to work out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, for example, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing when I do work out again, is if, you know, I planned to get off, or to work out after I get off of work, if I had to stay late because work needed me to, because I don't know how long my shift's going to be until I get there. So that's what I kind of mean by an inconsistent work schedule too, is that I never know if I'm going to be working 8, 9, 10, 11, or possibly even 12 hours. So, like, it's now I'm probably going to plan to go before work, because like I said, I work night shift, so I'll probably plan to try to go more before work. And I'll there's a gym 5 or 10 minutes from where I live that I could easily do that and go 3, possibly even 4 days a week. And I would have loved to have gone after work, so that, you know, you can kind of work out after you've after your shift's done, kind of shout or get a shower, you know, and get ready for bed after that. That's what I wanted, but I'm really gonna try to commit to that this year. And so, but the thing is, you know, with the other two things that I'm not going to mention, well, at least in any kind of detail, really, I am already, well, I already looked into doing one of the things and made active steps to doing that while I was off of work for a week or two for Christmas. And so I already put those plans into motion for one of the things that I don't want to mention in detail because it's a little too personal. And then the other thing that if I go through with, which I still need advice, by the way, but this thing, I'm going to try to better myself, and I need advice to how to do it, even if I am going to. Now, in terms of, well, bettering myself, you might on its face say, well, if you wouldn't better yourself, then, well, what's the point in doing it? Well, I'm trying to see if the what time and resources and just time, energy, and resources and money. So time, energy, and money I have to pour into this thing would definitely be worth it. Now, in the future, yeah, I could see myself mentioning it on this channel. Eventually, maybe mentioning it, but you know, so I don't necessarily want to come out and say it because, you know, it's just I still need to work out some of the details, but I have thought it over, and if it is really worth it, then yes, I'm gonna pursue this thing. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, the concept of people giving up on New Year's resolutions so early, like I mentioned, like after a week, it just, I don't know, I guess I'm the type where when I put my mind to something and I really want to do it, and I can, and it's in my control to do it, like improving my diet or going to the gym or whatnot, and it's solely in my control to do so, I am usually very, very good about following through and doing something like that. But I understand not everybody is, and I'm not here to judge anybody, but it just baffles me a little bit whenever, you know, people don't necessarily follow through with what they say they're gonna do. I mean, that just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like a foreign concept to me, where you just say you're gonna do something, and it's solely in your control, like, oh, I'm gonna do this thing. But you're the only one that stops yourself from doing it. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. But I fully can. And nothing else came up. But I'm not going to. Like, most of the time I'm able to most of the time I'm able to follow up on something like that. So I don't know. I guess it's just a foreign concept to me, but like I said, I mean, I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just here to play video games terribly and tell stories and just talk like this every other Friday. But I just wanted to throw out New Year's resolutions because it was on my mind, and I haven't talked about anything like this before. I mean, I dug through my Storytime catalog before I made a list and scheduled what all I was going to talk about and when. So I know I haven't talked about anything like this before. But yeah, that will pretty much do it for me today. And see us, guys. I do believe that will do it for this Storytime video and select Storytime video. I will see you later. Goodbye, guys. Thank you all for watching.